Hi, it's Laura from Green Tree again with your Monday afternoon sample. Today we are talking about turmeric. So turmeric is something that a lot of people are talking about for the fabulous health reasons, and that golden milk is something that you might hear a lot about. That's actually one of the things we're going to try today is golden milk. But first, let me give you a little bit of a primer on what turmeric actually is. So this is a turmeric root. You can see it looks kind of similar to ginger. It doesn't have sort of that hand shape. They can look a bit different, like they vary more in size and shape than ginger does. But it is a rhizome, the same as ginger, which is basically a food storage, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a food storage compartment for a plant. They grow sideways, like actually parallel to the ground instead of down like a regular root. And a lot of plants actually use this to spread. So they'll put these out and new plants will come up off of each of these little sort of knobby sections. And that's how a plant like ginger or turmeric spreads. Similar to crabgrass actually. So you can use the fresh root just in cooking or in your juice or whatever you like. And this, I will say one thing about this, if you peel these roots or chop them, they will turn just about anything that they touch bright yellow. So you do want to be aware of that with a fresh one, like put on a little pair of gloves or something like that when you're handling them. Or just be prepared to have yellow fingers, either way. So turmeric is also available in a lot of other forms. You can get it in capsules. We have a lot of different kinds of turmeric capsules. You can get it in teas. You can get it as a powder. And this is what we're using in our recipes today. You can see it's a really intense golden yellow color. And that also will stain things. So you do want to be careful when you make foods with a lot of turmeric in them. So the reason that a lot of people like turmeric is because of its anti-inflammatory properties. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm just going to run you through the basic things that people are looking for and talking about when they're getting turmeric. So the main one is the anti-inflammatory. A lot of people will ask for it for swelling and pain in joints, muscles, things like that. And a lot of people use it for digestive issues where you've got inflammation happening in your stomach or your intestines, your lungs, things like that. There is some clinical evidence showing that it does help for different kinds of inflammation, but if you want to know if it works for a specific condition, it's always a good idea to ask your doctor or do some additional research. The only interaction that I know of that's really common is they do suggest that you stop taking turmeric 2 weeks before you have any kind of surgery because it can reduce the blood's ability to clot. So I'm going to show you what we're actually going to be sampling today. We've got two different things for you. This one is Turmeric Lemonade. You can see this is an intense yellow gold color. It is sweetened with maple syrup, and we used fresh lemons from our produce department. So it's really nice, bright flavor. But if you've ever had turmeric, so this is another thing about turmeric, it does have kind of a strong earthy flavor, a little bit of a peppery taste to it. Some people would describe it as bitter. I don't find it to be super bitter, but a lot of people do. So you kind of want to tweak your concentration depending on how you feel about the flavor. So this one is just made with the powdered turmeric, but you could also make it with the fresh roots. And we're also going to have golden milk. So you can see this is a little bit paler in color. There isn't quite as much turmeric in this. We made it with coconut milk. You can also make it with dairy milk. And this is sort of like a sweeter, creamier way to get your turmeric. I generally like to default towards eating functional foods rather than taking supplements just personally. So I think it's really fun to experiment with different ways to make this into a drink. You can also use turmeric in any of your cooking. It's really common in Indian dishes. If you just want to add a little pop of color to your food, you can put some in your rice and you'll have wonderful yellow rice. Same thing with, say, mashed potatoes. I like to put it in a soup with like onions, sweet potatoes, carrots, maybe a little coconut milk, and you get this beautiful golden colored soup. So there's a couple of different ways that you can use turmeric. A little bit of information on how it works, why people like to take it. Oh, and one other quick fact. So both of these recipes, the turmeric lemonade and the golden milk, call for a pinch of black pepper. The reason for that is there is some evidence that a compound in black pepper, it's called piperine, helps improve the absorption of the active component in turmeric, which is called curcumin. So nearly all the recipes that you're going to find for turmeric foods call on you to add a little bit of black pepper, and that's why. The piperine is supposed to improve the bioavailability of the curcumin. So there's another little fact for you. Hopefully you find that useful. We will have recipes for both of these drinks on our website probably later today, if not by tomorrow afternoon. And if you have any questions or you want to try these, stop down to the co-op. I'll be doing these samples till 5. I hope you're having a great Monday. Bye guys.